Welcome back, guys, and we are getting ready to head into the January transfer window and quite possibly the last transfer window of this Manchester United rebuild. The focus so far has very much been on European football. I think domestically, we've proven our point. Just for example, here, looking at the league, we are top of the league, and to be honest, I've been rotating the squad quite a bit when it comes to the league. We had recently as well gone on 29, starting from last season, 29 games unbeaten. I think it cements the point that domestically we are obviously well back there, and we are ready. As you can see, looking at the league, we're top of this league as well. The focus very much has been on European football, because I think that is the last hurdle to just show everybody that we are in fact back. So today's episode will be us just playing against Porto. As you can see, very much we are third in this group stage. 5 wins, 1 draw, and that draw was against Barcelona as well. So we're very much in a very, very good position to qualify, well, in any part of it, but very much qualify in this top 8 there. Just a recap of what we have been up to since we did go and beat Real Madrid. Obviously, as you can see, lots of green circles, not very many red ones. We did lose to Manchester City in the league. In the Champions League, beating Leipzig, we absolutely ran over Maccabi Haifa. Probably pronounced that wrong, but that's fine. We finally beat Chelsea this season. I think it's 3rd time lucky in the Carabao Cup. We then built Real San Sebastian, and obviously we drew with Barcelona. And obviously we have Porto and Servette and Marseille left to play. I'm pretty confident we win today. We're pretty confident we can win those 2 games. We would qualify for those knockout stages there. So that's just a quick recap on what we've been up to since the last episode. Our European journey, as I said, which we are focusing on, is very much going very, very well. Only the 1 draw and lots of victories. And same could be said for the league. We're very much getting a lot of victories out of this league. The only bit of transfer news so far is the sale of Jonathan Tah. He will be joining Wolfsburg for 27 million in January. And the risks of having a big squad and a very, very world-class squad is a lot of people are starting to become impatient, unhappy with their playing time. Certain players I can kind of understand. Barco, again, I don't want to lose him, but he wants to go play in the World Cup. So he needs more game time. Udogie can feel a bit hard done by. Same for Tomori. These players are wanting to play more games, and I totally get that. It's finding that balance, but at the moment, the cohesion, everything's fine. So I'm not expecting too much to go wrong. But I don't want to obviously kill the morale going into the peak end of the season. In terms of what we're going to do in January, to be honest, I can't really see us doing a lot. As I said, we're focusing very much on Europe. I can't see us doing a lot. Maybe replacing Tah, and probably replacing any surprising departures if anybody insists on leaving. Because like I said, it's probably going to be our last transfer window, and I want to leave this team and this rebuild in the healthiest position possible. So going into today's game, we actually do have a few key players out on international duty. I think the African Cup. Kanate, who, to be honest, I haven't really getting a tune out of, which does baffle me because it has him as an elite striker at 21, which I can't argue, but I just can't seem to get a tune out of him. Maybe I'm using him wrong. I'm not too sure on that one. The likes of Samba and Guisa as well, Diaz as well. He appears to be off with Morocco. Hannibal, not so much. And then Diamande as well. So we are a bit of a makeshift team, but nonetheless, that's the benefit of having a world-class squad. So here's the team we are going with today. Rashford on the left, Garnacho on the right, Tchouaméni, Mount in the middle, Fernandes in there, who is our top scorer this season, it appears. Udogie does get some game time as Shaw is on a week-long rest. Martinez, Tomori, Vanderson, who I have started swapping in and out for Wan-Bissaka because he's a bit unhappy about game time. So there is a bit of rotation there with the likes of Barco, Sancho, and Wan-Bissaka. And we have got Karabakh as well, who seems to be developing quite nicely there. Let's get straight into kickoff. As I did say, today's focus and this season's focus is very much the European football. As you guys saw, we're very much comfortable in the European competitions right now, competing against the best. So it only seemed fit that today, just before the transfer window, I brought you the latest European game, and we've had a nice recap of what we've been up to. As you guys probably, I'd like to think, agree, we've been very dominant this season, both domestically and in Europe, and I think that just proves that this squad is very much rebuilt, and I'd very much like to say I haven't completely ripped the squad up either. But I'm sure that's something we'll recap in a couple of episodes' time when we probably bring the curtains down on this rebuild. But nonetheless, for all the talk, we still need to prove ourselves in Europe before I could be happy to walk away from this team. I believe this is a highlight for ourselves. It has been ongoing for quite a while. Can we make anything of it? Oof, Rashford nearly there, scoring. I'm not too sure what you guys noticed as well. I have, as I said, made it a bit more fancy. We have got kits in the save now. We've got badges and we've got faces as well. So I have took some time out and finally got them into the game. So all saves going forward will have that nice, fancy, shiny kits. Another highlight here after a brief period with none. Can Rashford do anything with that? No. Cuts inside, but a bit of a wasted opportunity there. I'll be honest, I'm not entirely sure how this system works. Obviously, you play a set of 6 teams, or 8 teams, I can't remember it is. I don't know if they're picked at random, or can we do anything from this highlight? Garnacho there, cutting it in. Fernandes there, our top scorer this season, goes and gets himself another goal. Rashford does look like he's lying around on the floor, which is not ideal, but hopefully it's nothing too bad. He's got a calf strain. So we make things a bit happy by bringing on Barco on the left-hand side. He wants to play more, which I understand. He wants to play for Argentina. So now is your chance. European football. Show me what you've got. It is half-time, however, and we are 1-0 up. Quite comfortably, I'd have to say, after a very, very quick first half there. So with no time to waste, we get straight into the second half. As I said, we are looking rather healthy here in the Champions League group stages, and just another win today probably puts us in a very good position. That's if Onana can learn to catch a ball. Good tackle by Udogie. He's obviously going to be a man out to prove his point. Also, guys, don't forget, if you do like the series, if you have enjoyed the series so far and want to see more of rebuilds like this, or would you like them to be a little bit quicker or a little bit longer, and just don't forget to comment down below. Let me know what you thought of the series. Let me know what you think of my videos, any sort of types of videos you'd like to see in the future. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you are enjoying the content. Helps me out massively. And like the episode. And if possible, share with friends, family, just people you know. Maybe they're interested in listening to me waffle as well. Who knows? This highlight seems very much in their favour. I'd very much like us to get one more goal here, just to put this game to bed. Højlund in. Can Højlund do it? Nah. Good block by their defence. As Barco with a chance to prove himself. Good crossing, to be fair. And he's returned the ball back. He did say he wants to leave, and we did have a bit of a falling out. Because I was like, look, I don't want you to leave. And he didn't trust me, apparently. So I'm kind of hoping if I play him a bit more, he'll be feeling a bit better about himself and feeling a bit better about me. Because I think definitely the whole point of this rebuild is to set the team up for the future and get us back at the top. And he is definitely going to be one of those with the ability to do that. And just as I say that, Porto go and score a very, very well played goal, to be fair. So just a few changes to freshen things up there. I wouldn't say a draw is not ideal, but obviously a win would probably cement ourselves in the top there. Can Højlund, I don't really know anything what went on there made any sense. Sancho didn't need to do that, and Costa definitely didn't need to make that save. Certainly not like that. Hopefully they don't catch us on the break here. Would be very ironic to say I'm out here dominating the football, dominating Europe again, and then go and lose to Porto. Probably sounds about right. Thank God Onana got there, because he was in no man's land if he didn't. So we have got another highlight. Hopefully something comes of this. As Barco chance again to prove it. And he's just stood there and gave the ball away. He's won it back. Can he score? Well, silly me for ever doubting him, eh? Maybe this was his plan all along. Stand there, give the ball away. Maybe like a false sense of security. I think that was the vibe he was going with. Just gave the ball away. Read the game pretty well. Nicked the ball back. Straight in the corner there. If you want to start playing more for me, that's the way to do it. Just maybe inform me about the false sense of security first. I'd appreciate that. Here's Karabek as well, who did come on. Have won a penalty there. I think that'd be a bit harsh, I'll be honest. He did come on for Fernandez. I'm not too sure. He hasn't got a cemented position yet, but he is a youngster, so plenty of time to figure that one out. And it has been awarded. I wonder who's going to take us. It's usually Fernandez. I'm hoping it'll be Højlund. That would be the one that makes sense. No, Mason Mount. Fair enough. I think he's got good stats as well. Mason Mount with a penalty. Easy dispatched. And no banana skin today. Just to continuance of our very, very dominant football. Both domestically and in Europe as well. I mean, it count? No, it didn't count. They didn't raise the hand, it didn't count. Cracking goal, though. Well, there we have it, guys. Another relatively impressive win against a decent European team in FC Porto there. I think a well-deserved win as well in the end. It was a big sluggish, but where that does lead us, obviously with other teams still to play, we are top after 6 games, 5 wins, 1 draw, 6 points clear of Juventus in those other knockout stages, positions, sorry. But very much the important thing is we're at Marseille, and we are very much 11 points clear of Marseille. I think we've only 2 games to go. I think it's safe to say we've qualified. And just to add to the fact that obviously we've got a lot of players out on international duty, Marcus Rashford is now out for 4 to 7 weeks. So Barco, who was wanting that chance to impress, now is the chance. Now you're very much going to get the chance, as you are going to be starting there probably most games now, probably fighting Sancho and Garnacho in there for that position. So now's your chance, Barco. You've scored 1 today. Keep it up, and who knows, maybe Rashford doesn't get back in this team. So there we have it, guys. Just a very recap on today's episode of what we've been up to since, obviously, the last episode. I didn't want to bore you too much with the domestic football. As you can clearly see, I think the point's been proven. We've rebuilt this team to domestically be competing as Man United should be for all the titles and all the... and it's definitely the league title every single year. We are in a Carabao Cup quarter-final. Obviously, the FA Cup is yet to start, really. But very much in Europe, we are flying high. If you remember back to last season, we did just scrape into that top 8. This season, we're very much at the top of the top 8. Those little changes, and not changing the squad too much this summer, does seem to be working. The team developing well. We're almost there, guys. Almost there. We're going to get to the end of this European journey this season. And as long as all goes well, I think we'll be able to sign off this rebuild with... Not too sure if we'll get the trophy, but at least we show we some knockout success and show that we can compete again. But guys, thank you very much for coming out for this very brief episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys enjoyed the victory. Hope you guys are enjoying us. It is 3 seasons in. Obviously very much dominating everything in front of us, which is the whole point of what this rebuild was about. It's what Manchester United are all about. But guys, thank you very much for coming. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you are enjoying the episodes. And let me know if you want to see anything different, or what other team would you like me to rebuild. And also, guys, don't forget, I'll see you in the next one.